Well, what's going on? It's Johnny with Newhoff Media. Got a special guest in studio right now. Head coach of the Bloomington Edge, the new first year as a head coach, Ameer Ismail. Ameer, what's going on?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
I can't complain. Let's talk some Bloomington Edge football. So, game on Saturday, unfortunately just fell a little short, 55-50, but valiant comeback towards the end of the game.
Yeah, we started off really slow. Obviously not the start that we wanted on both sides of the ball. Offensively, a lot of fumbled snaps, and then defensively, a lot of miscues early on. But shows our great team resolve to come together, stay together, and fight all the way to the end until the last seconds. You never know what's going to happen in this game, especially arena football. You're being down 20 or even 30 is not a safe bet, especially with the talent and the team that we have.
Yeah, and with such a reduced field and everything, people can put up points in a hurry, and especially towards the end of the game, you had a block field goal return that, brought it within 5 points. That if people left with 3 minutes to go thinking it was over, it got a little more exciting than that.
Definitely. We needed that. We went for, I think, 4 consecutive onside kicks. And only recovered one and had an opportunity for at least, 1 or 2 more. But, the thing is, and my mentality is, we're going to score. And then if they score on us, it's going to be quick. We don't want to, let them bleed out the clock. Mm-hmm. And we were able to get a stop right there at the end and get a huge block field goal by Kyle Jenkins, a former NIU Husky. And then Mike McGee picked it up for the touchdown and gave us a chance with 5 seconds left to recover an onside kick and potentially throw a Hail Mary to win the game.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure by the time it's 4 onsides in a row, the team's pretty much ready. It's hard. It's much harder. You guys got that successful one to what was in the third quarter that I know I wasn't expecting an onside kick, and then you guys just pulled it out. So.
Yeah, well, it was something that I've seen on film throughout the week that guy dropped back earlier than he's supposed to, so it was a surprise onside. And like you said, they were prepared for the other ones. However, if we successfully got one of them, we would have been in much better position. And then our late fumble inside 5 minutes at the end, we lost another possession there. Luckily, we were able to actually get another fumble back. But like I said, maybe it's just a different mentality in terms of kicking the onside kicks. I would just much rather be able to get the ball, especially with our defense struggling, making so many mistakes. It just wasn't. I just didn't want them to be able to run out the clock.
Well, yeah, it totally makes sense if they're going to score, get it over with quickly, get back. You made the game very interesting at the end, so I think you did your job. And so, but I want to talk a little bit too about Darylyn Dunn kind of in general. He's been, the last couple of games, touchdown machine. He had 5 this Saturday.
Yeah, he's been great. I tell you, on and off the field. He's like we call him the mayor. In town because everybody knows him. Every time I'm out with him, we're doing an event. Everyone's like, "Hey, Darylyn." So, being a local guy,
he's a Bloomington kid.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. Everybody knows him and likes him, and he's great with the kids and the fans. And he comes to practice ready to work and plays hard, takes care of himself, and is a great leader for us. And like you said, the production's been great as well.
I was going to say, is he kind of the leader in the locker room, or how? Like, who are the guys that you look to? Obviously, as the coach, you say what you want in the locker room and everything, but it does help a lot to have some players who, as peers to each other, if some guys are on the same page as you, it probably makes your job a lot easier.
Yeah, definitely. He's not one that's like, rah vocal guy, but he's a leader by example, and he'll say something when something needs to be said, and everyone will listen because he doesn't say it too often. So him and Caleb are great, and Marcus Lewis has also been coming along great as a leader and doing what we're asking of him. And we got great coaches and great players, and on the defensive side we got McCoy, who's also a ISU grad, and McGee's just been outstanding for us in the backfield.
Well, your guys' performance, I will definitely say, was better than my performance in the sense that I was shooting out T-shirts for Rock 96.7. It was our media night there, and I'm pretty sure I accidentally hit LJ with one of the slingshotted T-shirts.
Well, he's got the huge helmet with the visor on, so he had a little protection there, so it was good. And I think his dreads softened the blow as well.
I think so. He took it like a champion and tossed it into the crowd. He's a personable guy. We interviewed him not too long ago.
For sure.
He's a very personable guy.
Definitely,
so.
Yeah, he's a great athlete as well.
So Ameer, let's talk a little bit about your background. Now, you were on the edge a couple of years ago as a linebacker.
Yes. Yep. 2012 was my last year here, so I actually played with Mike McGee, who's still, our defensive back. And he was just, I think, a rookie at the time, so he was young. And but playing here was amazing. I loved the town. I loved the fans. I loved, the games, and it helped stem my career into getting another opportunity in the NFL in 2013 with the Jacksonville Jaguars. But it's great to be back. This is my first head coaching job. I've been a defensive coordinator for 3 years, and I got a great staff, great assistant coaches, and we're putting together the pieces, and we're getting it finalized with the players, and we're coming along, just changing the culture around here, trying to get the fans back in the stands, and once they come, they're gonna love what they see. Very interactive, very fan friendly, very family friendly. Great entertainment wise, and a lot of high scoring. That's what people like to see.
Yeah, arena football, no shortage of scoring at all. And but I mean, opposite of that, obviously you were former defensive coordinator. So are you more of a defensive minded coach?
Yes, absolutely. I hired my offensive coordinator, Coach R.J. Miller, to handle the offense, and we reflect some ideas back and forth. But I let him do his thing offensively, and then I handle the defense. And I played running back growing up, but then being from Western Michigan University, I switched to linebacker, and that's where I was able to get All-American honors at Western Michigan, and further my career in the NFL, CFL, indoor football, and back to NFL and now coaching. So that's my bread and butter is defense, and I let my coach handle the offense, and we got a great staff in place with Coach Nick Root, who also coaches at Illinois Wesleyan as well, handling the offensive line. So they're in good hands on the offensive side. I'm
sure there's a lot of adjustments, obviously, to indoor as well, and I'm sure even for someone like a lineman coach, it's mainly 3 linemen as compared to 5 or 6 at a time and stuff. But asking you specifically, someone who's been in all facets of football, I mean, if you had a general, obviously other than the obvious changes between a shorter field and arena football, but like kind of what are the biggest kind of alterations and adjustments you had to make into the arena setting?
Well, defensively, like the defensive line, like the nose guard has to align head up on the center, where in outdoor you can be shaded or in a gap. Same thing with the ends. Defensive ends have to line up shaded on the offensive tackles or guards. They can't line up wide. So it's limiting, defensive wise, and the linebacker has to be 5 yards deep. They can't start off in the A-gap and blitz and things like that. It's a lot more one-on-one. That's the beauty of it, is like you got to be able to play one-on-one and win your one-on-one battles. And that's how, guys that dominate their one-on-one battles are the ones that are going to get the opportunity to get moved up to the next level. And if you're not winning those one-on-one or, one-on-one tackling, that's when we're going to struggle.
So, yeah, from a scouting point, it's pretty clear.
Yep.
It's easier to see. Expert scouts can see it no matter what in what setting, but in arena specifically, you could tell, who's winning this battle between these guys.
Absolutely, and that's the great part about it. But again, at any level, being minor league, level, and guys trying to get an opportunity in the NFL, they have to consistently win their one-on-one battles to get a shot. And we got some guys that are very capable. And we're going to keep progressing. And
I was close to the field. I definitely saw how big they were, up close. So I can attest to how big and physical that these guys are.
Yeah.
So. And I also want to ask about one more thing. We were kind of talking a little before the interview how this was a different order than I thought it was, but as far as obtaining the general manager, Charles, that was actually on you to help get usually the general managers and the owners are finding the coaches, but the role is a little reversed here.
Yeah, well, I once our other general manager took another position, we, me and the owners were like, hey, we need to find the right fit, that's trying to, do the same things that we want to do in terms of changing the culture and and making the Bloomington Edge, a hot ticket in town again. So I talked to one of my friends from back home who I actually got my master's degree with in sports management at Western Michigan, and, seeing if he was interested. And he was like, hey, I just started a family, moved to the east side of the state, started a new job. I can't really do it, but I know someone that would be perfect for you. So he referred me to Charles, and then I talked to him. He was in Las Vegas, and that's a fun area, but he's got a fan.
Yeah, you mentioned how it was snowing. It had snowed here not too long ago, and his daughters were swimming.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so that's nice. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to visit him after the season concludes. But so yeah, we communicate on the phone, and we shared similar mindsets and visions. So kind of pushed it a little bit to the owners, and they made the move. They talked, and they liked them, and here we are.
Well, there you go. The team is coming together, and let's talk a little bit about the games coming up. Well, first of all, the night before the game, you guys are hosting a kicking camp, and I assume your kicker's going to be there, teaching the kids. I don't know how much your info with kicking is, if you just let him handle it, but any of the details of the kicking camp coming up? Or?
Yeah, so Cody Barber, he's going to be coming down, and he's going to be very hands-on, interactive with all of the attendees of the camp, and they're going to get great coaching from him. There will be a couple other players as well to assist, but it will be more so his lead and his thing, teaching the finer parts and the details of being a good kicker. So we're excited to have him do that, and I think it's a great opportunity for the kids in the community to learn the right way to be a kicker, because the sky's the limit for opportunities professionally.
Yeah, so you got very rare opportunity there for some very technical hands-on learning with kicking. So make sure you guys are there. Get your kids there for the kicking camp the night before the game. And coming up this Saturday, the game itself against the Bismarck Bucks. It sounds like there's going to be some events for the community going on as well. Corporate event, corporate challenge. If you get a group of 10, you get a special rate of $10 per person, and you compete in a tug of war. I guess I'd have to ask who's... if you had to kind of rattle off a few guys from the Edge team to be in the best tug-of-war
guys. Wow.
Not that the community has to go against these guys, but
I think Ray Krishock would be really tough to go against. If you ever seen him, if you ever seen that guy, he's 300 plus pounds of solid muscle, and I think that him alone against maybe 5 to 10 other people wouldn't be enough. It wouldn't be enough. So him and Hunter Wells, another one of our offensive linemen. They're strong as a house, and I think I'll take those two against 5 to 10 other people any day.
Well, you won't have to compete against these guys, but you can get a group of 10 at a discounted rate and compete in the corporate challenge. Also, first 500 kids get a free flashlight, free Edge lanyard flashlight when they come to the game. So, wish I was a kid still, but... and, of course, you have your mini-season ticket plan, so any 3 home games you want to go to, it's only $33. Plenty of reasons to get out and see the Edge. Amir, it's been great talking to you. Any final thoughts you want to give to the fans?
Hey, it was great. Thanks for having me, and please attend the next home game. It's going to be a lot of high-scoring, great athletes, and high energy, very intense, and very fun and fan interactive with the players and everything. It's going to be a great time and great entertainment. So please attend and bring all your friends and family.
So I think you got some film to get ready for.
Absolutely.
On the Bismarck Bucks. So I'll let you get to it, get back with your coaching staff and your players and everything. Ameer, it's been great talking to you.
Thanks for having me. It's my pleasure.
It's been the Bloomington Edge head coach, Ameer Ismail, and this is Johnny with Newhoff Media.